or to stand with you. What's up, Ty?
Hey, how are you guys?
Good.
Cool.
Yes, we're at the Untitled.
Yo, Mo, back at it again, and I'm here with my good friend Anthony Aramini.
What's going on, man?
Good, good. I met this guy today, and I was like, holy shit, this guy has an extremely captivating voice. He sounds like the craziest beast, and I have a lot of questions of people asking me, how do I, I sound like a bitch, how do I make my voice deeper? And I don't really know what to tell them, so I thought I'd get Anthony on this video and really just share how he actually got his voice to be a lot deeper. What I wanted to actually start with is your personal story and how you got started on your self-development journey.
Yeah, so this is a very shortened story. When I was the age of 17 years old, I weighed over 305 pounds, was addicted to smoking cigarettes, I was had a bulimia nervosa, was really into drinking all the time, partying, had low levels of self-esteem, very high levels of depression, just going through a lot of traumatic events in my life where I knew that if I either A, didn't make a change, then B, something really bad's gonna happen in my life. So finally having gotten a job in a sales corporation and being forced into personal development, like legitimately it was a matter of you're either A, gonna read the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, or B, you're gonna lose your job. Okay. And so I needed the money, took that route, fell in love with it, and ever since then, which has now been about 3+ years ago now, so just grateful for the journey. But to lead into your question, I know we don't have too much time over here, but has my voice always been so deep? Of course not. And I'm going to give you guys 3 different examples to show you what's happening with a lot of us in terms of the vibrational frequency of our voice and the tonality that we're actually portraying. So in this community, I know we do pickup and building relationships. So for example, the first one being, I'm going to start talking through my neck. And what happens to do that, as you can hear, the tonality of my voice immediately changes because we're not actually breathing through our voice.
Yeah.
So that's one. The second was, we start talking through our nose because we're so caught up in our minds that we don't really want to portray ourselves and we're captivated by our egos.
Yeah.
And so again, it's because we're not breathing. And finally, last but not least, you see that we're standing here and I'm breathing through my voice. So that did not come about me simply waking up one day. Part of it is genetics, don't get me wrong, I don't want to sit here and lie to you. Part of it is genetics. So I did have a really light voice, woke up one day and started talking really deeply, and my mom's like, what the happened to you? And I said, I guess my things just grew a lot bigger in terms of not just down there, but my larynx and everything. So that supplemented when I was going through my personal development journey and being connected with things like meditation. I know we was talking about it earlier today in our video. So just going through deep breathing exercises, doing things like bioenergetics, doing things like Olympic weightlifting, and doing a lot of things that benefited my voice. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, and I would recommend anyone out here to actually go back and do it. I don't care about the subscribers. I don't even use this channel anymore, but just to paint a picture, go to Project VISSION on YouTube. That's my old channel. And watch the first video that I've ever published. Vision. Watch that video, listen to my voice, listen to my tonality, and see what happens when you actually take personal development seriously, when you start doing the breathing exercises and doing the hard work.
I wanted to ask you, how long did it actually take for you to go from your, normal voice to like a much deeper voice? Because I noticed with you is people who have a deeper voice can connect with people better, right? Because automatically as soon as you have a deep voice, they're like, oh, that person's authoritative, right? So they want to actually get to know you.
Just
so
like the 2 girls that passed by and like immediately turn back around.
Yeah, they just like turn back around.
That?
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, like, how long did it actually take you for you to get that deeper voice?
Yeah, so
because I know a lot of people who are watching this, they'll be like, okay, I'll do some breathing exercises. They'll do it once and be like, oh, it didn't fucking work.
So the answer might disappoint a lot of people. It took about maybe 6 or 7 months to actually get more deeper and deeper and deeper. And I hate to say that, but it's the actual truth. A lot of us live in that state of mind where we kind of just want to wake up and be a totally different person.
Yeah.
However, of course, we know when we're actually taking personal development seriously, that's not the way it works. You got to sit down, do the work. Repetition is the mother of skill. So when I was sitting down, doing meditation, doing my bioenergetics, doing my breathing exercises, speaking on YouTube videos legitimately every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day, going in front of people, in front of larger crowds and talking, giving my all, especially as being in sales. So I'm also in real estate, giving cold calls and just exercising that tonality and using every single conversation as an opportunity to exercise the voice is very similar to my weight loss journey. It took me about 9 months to lose all the weight and to get my dream goal, which was 6-pack abs.
Yeah.
So it took me around 6 or 7 months through repetition to be able to develop the skill of just talking through my breath. So like I said, last but not least, just to run through the 3 again. You can talk from your nose and you sound very clowny-ish, or you got allergies going on because you're so trapped up in your brain. You can talk through your neck because you're not allowing the breath to fluctuate through your heart, through your diaphragm. As Elliot Hole says, breathe into your bowls, as opposed to you actually breathing into your bowls, using the opportunity of your breath to convey your tonality, to convey your presence, and to show others that you're not closed up, you're open to them, you're giving your 120% masculine core, and they'll feel that presence.
That's what I feel like too. It's like the reason why deep voice is a lot more attractive than, you know, a flat voice is because you're actually letting go of your true self and you're allowing your masculine presence to be shown versus someone who is holding back. And a girl can notice it. She's like, this guy doesn't have a deep voice because he's anxious and he's holding back. Right? So that's why I say, like, anyone who has a deep voice, you know, some people have it genetically, it just comes to them. But in terms of actually cultivating it, because I have a friend, his name is Austin, and you know, he always says like his voice used to be like a little girl. But while he was going out, every day that he would go out, he would do exercises for like 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after, 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after, and now he's probably one of the guys who I think has one of the deepest voices.
Wow.
So yeah, I just love that, like, you're really cultivating everything that you learn and you actually work on it. So
like, you're here on a channel, you're probably watching maybe 3 to 5 videos at a time, and that's what your biggest obstacle is. If you really want to see real results in terms of your pickup, your relationships, your mindset, your business, you need to start actually doing the real work, right? So breathing exercises, setting your value, setting your vision, taking what Mo always talks about in his channel and putting it into action, because you're being your greatest enemy, but you can actually be your greatest friend. So I want to end you guys with this, and then I'm going to pass it back to your guys' best friend. And that is to actually take your personal development seriously, because no one else is going to do this work for you. You can spend your time getting the content, reading the articles, doing the videos, investing into mentors and coaches, but no one's going to sit down and do this work for you unless you take you seriously. So quit playing games, as I like to say, quit picking your pussy, and actually get down to business and do the work.
Dude,
that note,
awesome. That's all. I had another question actually. Where can people find you if they want to actually check out your stuff?
you can actually visit our YouTube channel, The Conscious Badass. It's very simple to understand and to remember. The Conscious, like conscience, but conscious, badass.
Cool.
And over at our community, we're helping people just like yourself break bad habits and, of course, develop more influence so you can go out and serve the world through your deepest purpose.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks so much, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Come here, bro.